I'm not a Republican, but I'm also not a Democrat. I don't really know how you would classify me when it comes to political views on that platform, but I know something I do believe. I believe in a non-corporate run America, an America run by the week-to-week paycheck people, the build-it-your-own people, the people who believe in working for themselves and building their own more than a bribed suitcase full of empty promises. I would never allow myself to be a rubber puppet for a corporation that didn't give a retarded rat's left nut to science about me in the end. I wouldn't buy a three-piece, multi-thousand-dollar suit that costs the same as a 5-month period of house payments to the average American. I mean, hell, do I look like a 6-digit a year president who also earns other bonuses and other paychecks on the side for doing speeches? I mean, hell, 90% of the clothes that I bought for myself, and that's not saying the clothes that other people have bought for me, do it through family, being family, or the kindness of their hearts. Because of that, 90% of the clothes that I bought with my money have been from shows, bands I supported, thrift stores, even though that's on a smaller scale, but thrift stores, and sales. I believe in the thrift store America more than I believe in a corporate run country. I believe in the do-it-yourselfers. I believe in the hard workers. The people who care about what they do with their lives and the voices they have more than I do about a politician who's going to give me a half-assed promise or a half-assed speech about misinforming people. Now, not all of them always do that, but it happens more than it should. Now, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, and I've already mentioned once that I don't know what you would classify me as when it comes to a political label, but I don't believe in labels. I believe in righteousness. And that's something you have to teach your children if you have any. It's about righteousness. About the purity of knowing what you want and working for it to happen. Acknowledging what's realistic and what's not. Realizing what will work and what won't based off of things that have already happened. That's what I believe. Many rules are meant to be kept enforced as long as they are righteous, but I believe that the reason the government is, some ways it's fucking itself over is because it doesn't want to follow its own rules or it's going to have a pissy fit. There's an old saying that rules are meant to be broken, but I don't believe that all rules are meant to be broken. But I believe that if there's a political power that's always breaking its own rules, then the rules need to change or the rules need to be enforced. I've always believed it's okay to break the rules if the rules are impure. And I believe that if there is a power that's supposed to guide us and lead us and help our economic system, and they're not even following the rules that are pure, such as the Constitution, the one that was set there to guide our country, if they're breaking those rules, then we need to throw them out. And from what I've seen, there's too many of them breaking rules. There's too many corporations running out mom and pop businesses. I believe this country is based off of truly, originally, mom and pop businesses. I'd rather go get something from the farmer's market than I would Walmart, because I can trust that the food is better for me. And if I buy some for my son and feed it to him, I feel like it's better for him. Because it's more natural. I'd rather go to the thrift store because I know I won't be overcharged for something that is, in all honesty, crap. Because when you go to a thrift store, you honestly know that stuff's worn down. But instead of just wasting product, wasting something that could be used for something you might need, why not reuse it? I mean, I honestly think that if we had ways to more ideals and systems set up to recycle things and reuse things, I think there'd be a lot more waste we'd be putting into nature and fucking it over and fucking up our planet. I mean, this is the only example I have right here because it's the closest thing to me. This hat, look at how perfect this hat is. Someone had no use for it anymore. Took it to the thrift store. I found it and bought it for about $2. Has a nice sized bill. It's comfortable. Keeps the sun off my eyes. Now, if we didn't have systems set up like thrift stores, the person who didn't have any use for it probably didn't have anybody else that had any use for it. Well, just throwing it out. I believe in a communitized community country. I don't believe in a country that forces community idealism on each other, but does it because they know to a good extent it benefits for the better. I believe in the week-to-week paycheck people, the thrift store people, the farmers market people. Believe in keeping the farms to the farmers instead of corporations who are putting chemicals in it that are killing us. Government doesn't fuck up all the time. But for when they do, when they try to screw us over just so they can have power, when they make mistakes that they know aren't for the better of this country, we need to stand there and reinforce the fact that we the people are the government. We are the ones for the ideas. We are the ones for the facts of what needs to get done. The government is just there to take care of the business side of it, the businessy side of it. We are the power, not them. And that's something that needs to stay in the mindset and respected. As much as I don't like the system, as much as I hate the system. I hate the system. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. It is something that I feel like which I honestly believe that. And I believe that if we are going to have to practice that in small life, or not small life, but our everyday, today life, we have to practice that in general. I don't hate politicians, but I hate the corruption that I've seen through some of them in my lifetime, since I have been born and started paying more attention, as other people have seen with politicians in their days that were born before me. I don't bow down to any flag, but I have respect for the country I was born in. I wasn't born anywhere else but here in America, and I'm happy to live here. I bow down to no flag, no man, no organization, no corporation, no religion. Taking charge, you have to take charge and believe in yourself. Whether you personally believe anything needs to change or not, that's your mindset. Believe whatever you want. But the only person you can trust in is yourself. No matter how good anything actually seems or on paper or actually turns out. The only one you can acknowledge is yourself. Trust in yourself. Make things happen. Things aren't going to change if you want them to change for the better just because you grew up about it, whether it's in your personal life or for this country. Nothing flops in your lap. And I've been waking up to that more and more over the past 3 years. Nothing flops in your lap anymore. Make your life happen. Don't wait for someone else to do it.